What's going on YouTube? Trucking the Life here one more time, guys. Guys and gals and gals and gals. Yeah. Anyway, I know I always got some containers in the background. But I'm actually in the civilian right now. I'm in the civilian world. It's a normal trailer over here. Container over here. My cup of tea over here, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, today's video, guys, is gonna be a straight to the point video. I got a lot of stuff to do and a little time to do it. 5 challenges of being an intermodal driver or dealing with intermodal trucking. One challenge is the randomness of the rail yard. Randomness. I mean, like, in normal trucking, the randomness wouldn't fly, but in this type of trucking, it flies. You can pull in a rail yard looking for your box. I can't count the times this happened to me. Out of all the spots in the rail yard, it's been a box or a broken down chassis. Somebody drug it, tried to drag it up the road, and they like left it. They couldn't get it no further. They stopped right in front of your trailer. I can't count the times I've seen that. They like just lead I guess they abandoned the mission. They like lead a box. So now I remember this one time I had a box right in front of my box. The emergency glide hand was broke. And I'm thinking to myself, how did these guys get this trailer right here? It was a loaded trailer, and I couldn't move it. I had to drag it. Now I'm putting more stress on my truck trying to drag a heavy load that I can't move out the way to get my trailer. And they need my trailer. But yeah, randomness of the rail yard, that right there is just something serious. Being blocked by trains. Like the trains, they'll block you up like just on GP. Like, I don't know what the train schedules be like. I don't know if the train dudes out there. I don't think they do it on purpose. But the way some of these rail yards is designed, you get in a rail yard, things will go good, you can find your stuff, you get out, and before you try to get out, before you know it, all you hear is I see the guy with some sunglasses on at night with his arm hanging out the window in front of an engine of a train, pulling it away, blocking it up. Then they stop. Anyway, I digress. One more thing on the randomness, and I'm gonna move on to other points. I know you probably think like these are all different points by themselves. They could be, but there's plenty more, so there's no need to say the points, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, pulling up to your box, it's a loaded box, and all your lights is missing. It's bad enough with one missing, maybe 2, but when all of them missing, not only if all the lights missing, they take the plugs. They say, you know what? It wouldn't be right for us just to leave some plugs here. Let's hit the plugs and the lights. Why not? Of running the rail yards is holds. You guys don't know what holds are? I hope that ain't my trailer. I hope it's that guy next to me. I hope it's that guy over there. I hope it's him. With all that air going on back there. Hope it ain't my box. Holds on your trailer. Holds on your chassis. That's a challenge, because sometimes you don't know how to get them numbers checked and you try to put it in the app. I even had cases where I put the chassis in the app, and the app said I was good, but I get to the kiosk, they tell me it's a hold on it. Now how did that happen? I don't know. But that happens. Holds could be a challenge in dealing with intermodal rail yards. I called it the invisible hand. The hand's so invisible, I hope this guy don't hit my truck. I didn't hit no glass splatter, so I guess he didn't hit my truck. Anyway, holds. That's the number 2. I ain't got into details with that. I got videos talking about the holds and stuff. The rail yard could be jacked up as it is, like in-gate, out-gate. But when the system goes down, guys, the system went down today. And this rail yard right here, a day of this video, this rail yard just redid their kiosk. Don't get me wrong, it was terrible when they was doing it. And guys on the channel, y'all probably know what I'm talking about, what rail yard I'm talking about. But anyway, it was good for a good week or 2. Then it took a dump for something. I don't know, something happened today. That line was just nuts. That line was bananas. When the system go down, or the long in-gate, out-gate times, guys, that right there, it's a challenge, because there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Especially if you just want to say, I forget that I'm finna leave. I ain't gotta go through all this. You still gotta get in the line to get out. You can't even get out. You gotta deal with it. Sometimes when you're in a rail yard and you gotta get a load out of there, and you see it's messed up in there, you know, I'm out of here. I ain't gotta take this. Some rail yards, they got bobtail lanes, you can bobtail out. But some rail yards, everybody gotta go out the same way. And if you gotta go out the same way, you might as well say, forget it. I might as well take care of what I gotta take care of in here, because it's gonna take me just as long getting out. You know what I'm saying? chasing limited equipment. The light turned green, didn't it? I ain't even look back there. They turn red, that's what I mean, red, yeah. That's a good sign, baby. I did a video before where we almost threw hands. If you know that's no throwing hands, it means almost fighting. We almost fought over a chassis. It was like, I said in that video, they throw like certain many release numbers for empties out, for chassis out. And it's like they throw like a limited amount, but it's like 5 good chassis in there. I'm just throwing a number out here, but they give like the release number to like 20 people. So I guess some people can't fix the problem, the other guy probably can fix it. But I don't know how that works, but at the end of the day, you're chasing limited equipment. Like, it may be 5 guys that are looking for one good DCLI or track chassis. You know what I'm saying? Or, I don't know, the games, the shenanigans is real. And you really gotta really get in, check, get out, try to get in, check, get out. You gotta try to like make it happen. Even in this year, or the day of shooting this video, you still gotta go in there and fight over some chassis. And don't let it be a chassis shortage. Somebody gonna be short. The question is who? That's the question. Cause imagine, a lot of us get paid by the move, so you go do what you gotta do to make it happen. You know what I'm talking about? And if you don't, like just say your household ain't gonna be too happy that day. You know what I'm talking about? Like empties. I ain't even going on the empty thing. The empties, just trying to figure out what empty to get, how to check it to make sure it's good, what's wrong with it. Like if you put up to it, see it empty, the door open, you know something wrong with it. You just gotta find out what. That's the question. Or try to find something else, or try to fix it yourself. These are all choices you gotta make as an intermodal driver. I'm trying to tell you, driver, get about that jam, that driver. Get about that jam, that baby. But I digress. All right, the 5th challenge of being an intermodal driver or dealing with intermodal business is that there is no plan. There is no plan when you go in there like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I gotta do that. There's nobody sitting there telling you, hey, when you go in there, you do this, you do that. Hey, if this happened, then you do this. This happens, you do that. There is no plan of action. You gotta make your own plan of action. And if you don't know how to make a plan of action, you'll be lost. There was a guy in there earlier today, he was lost as ever. I think he's like his 3rd week in intermodal, I don't know. He was new. That guy was completely lost. And I was trying to tell him, hey, I gotta give him a little game, and I had to move on because I had my own smoke, you know what I'm talking about? I hope he took the advice and ran with it, but I don't know. I ain't see the guy again, so I don't know what happened with that. But there's no plan of action, like there's no way, there's no step 1, 2, 3 in intermodal. Like there's no HR in intermodal, like hey, I have this problem right here. Me and the guy tried to fight over this one trailer. It didn't work out too good. What do we do about that? Ain't nothing that going on. Ain't going on. You hear that? Sound of action, baby. Sound of action. You got to come up with all this stuff on your own. Like the intermodal is a different world than trucking. This is all by itself. It ain't got nothing to do with like experience of driving. Like you know, how you first get your CDL, you try to figure out how to drive. Oh yeah, I got to figure out this. No, dealing with this stuff right here. This stuff right here is a school of hard knocks real fast. These things could be dangerous. And these things could fall apart. Like one last thing, and I'm gonna end this video, guys. I think it'll be a long video. Is that I pulled in the rail today. Tell me why. See the axle right there? It's two axles. The first axle of a container. When you first pull in the rail yard, there's a whole axle just sitting right there when you first come in. That's along the line of randomness. Why is it an axle? A whole axle. Plus the dualies on both sides sitting in the entrance. How did it get there? Who took it there? Are they coming back for it? They come back for it. They come back with a trailer and get it put on a trailer. I mean, it's all crazy stuff you gotta think. How did they leave that there? How was it there? Anyway, this trucking and intermodal is different. These my 5 bullet points of how this business could be very challenging. First of all, you don't even know what to do in this business. And we ain't been talking about the 20s and 40s. This is like transparent between the 53s and the 40s and 20s. But we ain't been talking about the 20s and 40s by themselves. Them things right there, that's a world of its own. I don't know, them things right there, dealing with the Mr. Crane dudes, I ain't even put that in this video. Anyway, I'm actually guys do something on this video. Any intermodal drivers out there, any challenges you guys see that y'all deal with the rail yard, I could have put more on here, but I want you guys to put it in the comments for me. put possible challenges. So if somebody want to get into business, they can read the comments and say, hey, yeah, I gotta look forward to that. So I might reach that. You know what I'm talking about? By the way, hit that subscribe button, guys. All you guys watching, coming through, rising, dazzling through, looking at the video, and then skating. Hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to drop some information, guys, that you guys can use. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, alright, YouTube. Hope this video was helpful. Give you a little understanding of what's going on here. I'll see you guys in the video. Peace.